What's up, Euro Squad? Welcome back to the channel and another video. Today's video, I got a car meet later today, so I'm gonna walk you guys through my process of how I wash my cars. So I'll go through my methods and different tactics that I use to get the cleanest wash. Also how I get it clean enough to prepare it for buffing and polishing and that kind of stuff. So I like to use the 2-bucket method. All right, so here's a quick walkthrough of all the different products that I like to use. You gotta get yourself 2 buckets. You gotta get yourself a grit guard for the wash mitts. I got this Adams Polish wash mitt. This one's nice. It's a kind of twisted loop design. I really like this one, and I only use this one on, if you can see here, there's kind of this line here. I don't like to use that mitt under this line because this is where all the dirt mostly sits. So on the bottom, I use these two. These ones are kind of cheaper. They don't work as well, in my opinion, and I feel like they trap a lot more dirt. For soap, I like this one, Adams Polishes. And then just get yourself an Amazon kind of foam cannon. And then I like these shorter spray nozzles, and then I use a 25-degree tip. And then I also like this one because it is a swivel design, so your hose won't get tangled. Some sort of a brush. This one I use for wheels, and then a wheel barrel brush. So yeah, that's all the different things that I like to use when I wash my cars. And then pressure washer, I got this one at Costco. Like it. It has enough flow and PSI for my liking, and then I just use the stock hose that came with it. And I got this big drying towel and then a little one for the little areas, and I like to keep mine in a cabinet isolated from dust and that kind of stuff. But this is the polish that I like to use, Malco Velocity, a 1-step polish and a wax combined. And then it also came with this bigger pad. This is a 6-inch pad. And then this other kit is for, actually, it has different grits to it. And I like to use that on things like, well, you can't see it anymore, but there used to be this big line here that, that's just the paint line, but there used to be a line here from the edge of the clear coat, and that took that right off. So that's the kind of stuff that I use when I wash my cars. And I like to use hot water in my buckets just because it won't make your hands so cold and it'll make it a bit more enjoyable. Bring this thing out of the garage and I'll show you the different techniques that I use when I wash it. So let's get to it. All right, so let's talk about the soap. If you have a high quality soap like this that foams a lot, you don't have to use very much. Like on this, it says about 1 ounce. So just put a bit, like probably there. Just like that, not too much. Very nice. Also, I love this soap because it smells like bubble gum. But yeah, and then the way I like to wash my cars, where I soap it multiple times, is I'll just use an entire thing of this. If you don't do that, and you have like a really small car, like well, I'm washing a Jetta, but whatever. Bruh. You don't need to fill it up very high. You could probably go there, and then also use a bit less soap, but yeah, there you go. If you are using something more of just like a generic, just like a soap, then you probably want to use more like 2 to 3 ounces to get the same amount of foam. So, and then for the foam cannon settings, just max it out all the way and have the tip vertical like that and almost all the way closed. You just want a steady stream of foam, because why would you not want to max the foam? Max foam!
Are you serious right now, bro?
All right, and then to start out with, I like to just wash it down and get all the dust off, and then I'll soap it down and really soap the wheels down, and then I'll wash the wheels, because you want to do the wheels first because it's the dirtiest part. So I'll scrub the wheels. So now we're gonna rinse it off, and then soap it down and then wash it. The other nice thing to know about these is, if you see here, if you put your key in, turn it on, turn it off, and then hit the wiper stalk, they'll go up halfway. And that is in a service mode. So now you can flip these guys up and wash your whole windshield. So I think that's only for this car. I'm not sure what your car's service mode might be, or you might be able to just open it up if it doesn't have awesome German engineering making it harder. So yeah, just make sure that while you're pressure washing, those are down so you don't accidentally slam them into your windshield and accidentally like shatter it or something like that. So yeah, rinse all of the soap off the car and then soap it down again and do all the paint with the wash mitt. So that's how I like to do it. That's why I was saying that I use a bit more soap, and that's why I fill up my Canon all the way. So yeah, I'll do that and throw you guys in a time lapse. So as you can see here, I like to go over my panels twice, once in each direction, and then after I complete each panel, I go back to the bucket and rinse it off. Then I come through with the not as nice wash mitt and hit the bottom part of the vehicle all the way around. Then I'll rinse it off for a final time before we start drying. Then I'll open each door and hit the door jambs with the pressure washer just to get everything really clean. All right, so I got my big drying towel here, and then this little one I like to use anywhere that water could have got in, like when I did the door trims there, in the gas cap area, just like to wipe everything down, get all the water out, open the doors, dry out the trims or anything like that. Just like to wipe it all down. But if you do use this drying towel on your jams and stuff like that, it will get a little bit dirty. So that's why I have just this little one for that, because I don't really care, because I won't use it on all my paint. And then with this towel, I like to start with the top. Pick these guys up. Okay, and then a trick that I use is you want to hit the windows first with your drying towel. That's why I started with the sunroof and the roofs, so that nothing else would drip down. And if you have tinted windows, you want to do those before non-tinted windows, because the darker tint in the windows will make the water spots stand out more. Have you guys noticed that the black line stuff has kind of gone viral lately? Like, I kind of want to test out their drying towel against the Harbor Freight one here, because I mean, it's just a towel. Like, how much? I mean, this dries with like one swipe. All that, I feel like it's more technique than anything. You got to get used to like being able to throw it over the whole thing. Like, it's just a towel that is lint free is all you really need. But I feel like people just are like hyping it up. And then another tip is, when you're done with this, you can take it inside and just put it on a hanger in your closet or something and just let it dry out. Because if you just wad it up and throw it in your cupboard, it won't dry by the next time you wash it. Like, it'll take like a month or more to dry. Yeah, but there you go. That's how I like to wash my cars and keep them clean. If you do something similar or found this video entertaining and you liked what I did, then drop me a follow. We're always doing more projects and different cars. The reason I made a video like this instead of the Audi SQ5 video is because right now the bumper is back ordered. Like, you can't even find aftermarket ones right now.
Are you serious right
that
now,
are in
bro?
stock, so it might be a little while before the next rebuild video comes out. But let's go get some beauty pictures of this thing. I think I'm gonna bring it around, and there's a tree with a bunch of pretty petals, so I'll park it under that and get some beauty shots. But yeah, so as always, if you like cars, especially Euro ones, then follow me.
Yeah. Pop in, burning like this, ain't checking my wrist. Third is my shift. Rolling all night like flex. We look at the clips, these credits are lit. Stacking miles, I'm far away from home. I got what I wished for. Taking that risk, I'm checking my list. Marathon man, it's run legit. Can't let it slip when it's all in my grip. Talking too much, he probably not it. All that I did, calls I missed, time I spent. Yeah, that's that blood, sweating my love. Taking that tug out of the mud. Rough, only get picked up.